Picasso loved animals. Ever since he was a young guy, he liked to have dogs, he liked to have cats, he liked to have birds. All his life, he liked having animals. If you look through the museum here, you can see quite a lot of the animals which were involved in Picasso's life. One particular one was Esmeralda the goat. I believe that he won Esmeralda in a raffle prize in Valoris, and the goat moved into his house. Well, goats aren't very well behaved. The goat would wander around the house, it would sort of make a mess everywhere, it would knock things over. It was a trouble for everyone, but Picasso said, it's my goat and I don't care, so everyone should clear up afterwards. Eventually, the goat butted his little boy, Claude. And at that point, Jacqueline stopped in and said, look, we can't really have this goat anymore. So I believe Esmeralda was given away to some passing gypsies and passed out of the artist's life. And Picasso was extraordinarily sorry to lose his goat, of which he was very fond. But you can see goats on his ceramics. There's a very nice plate here, which has got a nice goat on. Goats keep cropping up everywhere. They've got no particular symbolism, but goats were things which Picasso liked and had a lot of. Also birds. Picasso had a huge aviary, and he had 20-30 birds in his aviary, and he used to enjoy feeding them. He liked them flying around, and it was something good. One particularly interesting story about Picasso, he was very concerned about death. And there was one revealing story that Picasso had a whole lot of people for lunch one day, and all of a sudden one of the birds fell down dead. Jacqueline saw what had happened, and she sent the servant girl straight away off to the village, to the market, to buy a new bird to replace the one which had died before the master should realise it had happened. Nobody wanted Picasso to know his bird had died.